Has been such a mess this morning. This angle is not my favorite. Just so you know, the sound is actually not too terrible on the iPad, but the angle is really, really, really bad. Like really bad. And I do apologize. I'm having a lot of issue with the YouTube encoding software. YouTube live streaming, if you do not know, is atrocious. The way that it's set up, they are so not functional. It was working for a long time. I updated my Mac and now my software is no longer working. So I tried to do a new software. That wasn't working, so now I'm on my daughter's iPad. I will try to fix this. I will talk to YouTube support and everything and see if I can fix this for the next time we go live. But thank you to everybody for your patience this morning. If you've been waiting, I apologize for the delay. I was hoping, because I uninstalled the software and reinstalled the new version, I thought it was going to work, but it didn't. So, yeah. So that's what's happening, and then I had trouble figuring out how I was going to get this not to look like it's looking up my nose. And you're still looking up my nose, and I do apologize for the angle, but I can't get it any higher than where it is right now for various reasons that I won't bore you with. So let's just go into the chat. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Today we are going to just have a free form chat, but I figured I would show you a couple of different things. Like for example, this right here, this was sent to me by Hush, which is the website that sells Bad Habit, and it is the Aura palette, and as you can see, there are some similarities to the Anastasia Beverly Hills Prism palette, so I figured we would do a little swatch comparison of this. I am doing a full review on this line. I'm going to be doing I'm hoping that it can go up this week because it's going to be a lot of work, but I'm going to be putting this the Bad Habit stuff head to head with the products that I feel are extremely similar, like the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, and the Subculture palette. I'm gonna put, if I figure out which ones I have, you know, not dupe, well, I guess they're like dupes. I can call them dupes. Girlfriend and boyfriend, they're dupes, okay? As far as the way that they've tried to make them dupes, they look like dupes. I mean, you can't even get more obvious than this one. They didn't even barely move around the shades for this one. So yeah, and then I'm going to give you my opinions because I do feel like that Bad Habit will be a great brand to try out for some people, and it is definitely not going to be a good brand to try out for other people. This was sent to me, but they're not paying me in any way. That's not the way that they work. They send out PR, and if you want to do a video, you can do a video. If you don't, you don't have to. But there's no money involved in that. I do have an affiliate code that I will be putting, I think, in the description. Yeah, I'll put it down underneath this video. Once the video renders, I'll put it down there, and it'll be on the other video. And I do get a small commission if you buy stuff, but honestly, like, I'm not gonna, like, my commission is not worth you buying something that you don't like. That would make me feel awful if I made money off of something you didn't like because I wasn't honest. So just so you know, I'm still gonna tell you everything I think about it. It doesn't even matter if there's a commission code down there. I mean, I don't need that. My integrity is worth way more than a little bit of commission on a $14 eyeshadow palette. So anyway, so we're going to be talking about that. I've also got some other things that have recently come into my collection. Unfortunately, I can't go back and say hi to people because the chat here doesn't work like that, so I can't say hi like I normally do. Megan says Bad Habit is 100% worth it. And Gigi, hello, she says you're always honest with your opinion. Yes, and Gigi, we know this, but new friends may not know, so that's why I want to make sure that I clarify that. Mimi says she loves my Christmas decor. This actually lights up, but the way that the plug is, I can't reach it to plug it in, and I don't know how it's going to look. I'm not a good decorator. I'm not a very good decorator. I've been working on trying to get better at that. I really like my little house. I think he's cute, but I'm not sure if I'm a fan of this setup over here. Elizabeth is here. She's a new subscriber. Thank you so much. And Chrissy says she loves my videos. Thank you so much. So let's go ahead and get into the swatches of this. I love it too, and it actually lights up, but I don't have batteries for it. I have to go get some batteries. So, okay, so this is the Aura palette. Let's do a little bit of swatching. So we'll do 4 here. This is Phenomenon, Awakening, Ethereal, and Soul. They actually feel quite nice. And again, this is just swatches, so, you know, we'll leave a little space for the Anastasia palette. It's just finger swatches. It's not an indication of of quality, you know, overall. I mean, you definitely need to try them on the eyes. Let me make sure I do the matching ones. Okay, so we're going to do Lucid, Eden, Dimension, and Pyramid. And this is my first time swatching these. So, this one here, the first one is from the Aura palette by Bad Habit, and the second one is Anastasia. So this is Bad Habit, this is Anastasia. Bad Habit, Anastasia, Bad Habit, Anastasia, Bad Habit, Anastasia, and a wrinkle from my shirt. But the finger swatches look pretty good. I mean, the one here, this one Lucid by Anastasia, I believe was meant to be more of a topper. So that's why it's kind of sheer. I did do a full review of the Prism palette. I was not the biggest fan of it. I know a lot of my subscribers were not happy that I wasn't the biggest fan of it, but I have to tell you how I really feel. I can't just, you know, go based on what I think people want to hear. I have to go on what I really think. These actually feel very nice compared to other Bad Habit palettes that I've tried. Because I have tried, ooh, that looks, it kind of came off chunky there. Let's see if it'll blend in a little bit. Because I was having a little bit of trouble with the quality of the stuff from Bad Habit. I mean, it was fine. You could create the same looks, but like it was fading and all that stuff. Mallory will do the wipe test, yes. Bad Habit is cruelty-free. Yes, they are. Okay, so I believe this is supposed to be Eternal. And then Sphere. And then Lure. And Unity. Okay. Okay, with these, I do feel like that the Anastasia ones look a little bit better. So, again, we have the Bad Habit, ABH, Bad Habit, ABH, Bad Habit, ABH, Bad Habit, ABH. I feel like with the first ones, they were a lot closer. With these four, I feel like they are the ABH ones, especially like the yellow here, the one Sphere. I feel like the ABH one looks stronger. Lure is a beautiful shade. That's one of my favorite ones in the palette. So we'll see about that. Let me get a towel for wipe test. I don't think I have any clean towels in here. I have no clean towels in here. I ran out of clean towels. I have to get a new one. So, okay, and the reason why I do this, people that are new get confused. It's not for a genuine, it's just a little bit of additional information. It's not, you know, an absolute. It's just, I mean, I'm wiping it off anyway. I might as well show you. But when a shadow fades down, it can kind of stain the skin a little bit, which makes it look like it has a longer lasting power. And you can also kind of see the undertones of the shadow to see whether, as you blend it, maybe it'll turn gray or turn a different color or whatever. So you can see they all last pretty much the same through the wipe test. They're pretty identical, except for you can see a little bit more, of course, of that shade Phenomenon from Bad Habit more than the ABH one, because the ABH one is more of a topper. But yeah, really impressive as far as the undertones looking almost the same. They're almost the same. There's another confusion, and I'll address this more when I get into the full review, is that you know, the difference between a counterfeit and a dupe. Counterfeits are bad and scary and awful. Like, don't ever buy a counterfeit. A counterfeit product would look exactly like this, and it may say Anastazia. But other than that, it might look exactly the same. And on the inside, you know, it would look exactly the same. Maybe there'd be some misspellings, and it would be, it's a straight up knockoff, where it's not, like knockoff purses and things like that, where they're trying to pretend like they're the real thing when they are actually fake. This is not that. Yeah, and made with cat poo. Exactly, She Diaries. Exactly. This is not a knockoff in that sense. This is a dupe palette. So this is made legitimately by copying someone else's idea, in my opinion. You know, that they've kind of, you know, been inspired, we're going to say they've been inspired by this, and they've created a brand new product. A lot of the fake stuff people are saying is found on eBay. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, this is more of an imitation. So I want to make sure that we're clear about that, because the last time I talked about this brand, people were a little bit confused about why I was talking about something that could have rat poop in it, and that's not what I'm talking about. So Jonesy Love says hush delivery times aren't that long. That's awesome. Okay, so let's go into the last ones. Let's finish this up. Let's keep going in the same order, and then we'll talk about some other things. Valerie says, in line to catch register for day 2. Oh, she's at a Supernatural convention. I'm so jealous. Okay, so let's go into Vibe, Ecstasy. They're extremely, I mean, look at that. They're extremely soft. This thing's crazy. This is their brand new one. Okay. Still have little remnants of the old shadows on there. Again, I'm going to do a better job of this when I do the full review. Holy moly. That's crazy. But I did want to show you just because I needed something to show you that I thought you would find interesting. Good morning, Shirley. How are you? So that's the Bad Habit, the Aura palette. And then we'll go into Parallel and Throne, which is my fave. And then Saturn and Osiris. So this is the ABH. There's definitely... Oh, did I do that wrong? No. Whoa, the Throne looks totally different next to that. I actually kind of like the Bad Habit one better. As far as the tone, it's more green. So, I don't know if you can see that, but the one from Bad Habit is definitely more green. Where the one from, oh, it's more complex. The one, the Anastasia one, it kind of shifts from green to purple. I don't know if you can see that. There's a green to purple shift there, where the one from Bad Habit is more just straight up green. So the one from ABH is definitely more complex. And then here, it looks like the one from the Aura palette is a little chunkier. It's like a little thicker and a little chunkier, where this one is a little more soft, the one from ABH. And then we've just got, let me see. Let me go back into the Aura palette. I think we've only got 2 more shades. Radiate. Morgan says, I find that Bad Habit shadows swatch well, but they don't perform well on the eyes. And that's kind of what I'm, without giving away the entire review. These are the last 2. I'm kind of feeling the same way in that, whoa, holy moly, look at that black. They do swatch well, and I feel like that when you put them on the eye, you can get a really beautiful look, but then they fade really fast. But this one seems different. I'm going to have to wear this on my eyes today, because I was supposed to film this tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to be able to film tomorrow, because this one definitely feels different. All right, so let's do, I think this was supposed to be Sphinx. Radiate is Sphinx. Sphinx, and then Obsidian. And I really didn't like that shade. So that's the ABH, and that's the Bad Habit. So again, Bad Habit, ABH, 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 Bad Habit, and ABH. Yeah, I mean, the swatches are definitely gorgeous from this. They feel very soft. I mean, they feel amazing to touch them. I need to put them on my eyes, though. Let's do the white test, and then we'll move on to talking about other things. Hi, Blue Ivy. How are you? The black did swatch really nice. That's like ink. But the thing about an inky black is that sometimes they can be kind of difficult to work with. That black really did make a mess everywhere, didn't it? You can't even really see it. I'll have to keep that in mind for when I do the full review. I need to just go one way, because I spread the black this way. You can't even really see, but lasting power looks really good on all of them. Really does. And that was definitely not a critique of the Prism palette. Was the lasting power. The lasting power was fine. I just didn't like the shimmer shades in the Prism. I felt like ABH could do better on that, so we'll see. Jacqueline says, overly pigmented black shadows intimidate me. Yeah, me too. I find them a little bit difficult to work with. I'd rather more of a dusty, smoky black rather than a super pigmented black. Steph says, I don't mind a gray black, because just like if in art, if you add black to something, it completely changes the look, where all you see is black. Yes, and I feel like with a lighter pigmented black, you can, it just kind of darkens the whole look rather than just gives you black as a color. You know what I mean? Okay, had to block somebody. Okay. Oh, good. Michelle got him too. All right. So I got him, Michelle. I mean, Banshee Muse. I got him and Michelle got him. We got them together. Okay. The next thing I wanted to show you, let's see, Melissa says, Jen, have you looked at the palette and the ingredients of the palette? I can do that. We're going to do all of this, you know, when I do the full review, but just I can eyeball it real quick. Mica, titanium dioxide, which is pigment, ethahexyl palmitate, which is a preservative, talc, synthetic fluorogapite, I don't know how to say that, but that's synthetic mica. Dimethicone. And it's a very simple formula, but I mean, it looks like a decent formula. I mean, there's nothing in here that's standing out to me as not good. There's ferric ferrocyanide, so it's not lip safe. Oh, that's for the shimmer shades. Let me look at the matte shades. Talc, mica, again, the synthetic fluorogapite. I can't say that word. Yeah, I mean, nothing standing out as being bad in any way. Pretty simple formula. So we're going to go into more of that later. All right, the other thing I wanted to show you eyeshadow-wise, which I'm super excited about, were the singles that I got from Colored Raine. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, wait till you see these. It's amazing. Rena says Hush takes forever to ship. That was the opposite that someone else had. Oh my gosh. Jonesy says the Bad Habit Athena palette is much warmer toned than the Huda Desert Dust palette. That's good to know because I don't own the Huda palette. I don't know where the trolls come from. I don't know how they find it. I really don't. There are a lot of trolls in here today. Thank you for your patience, those of you that are here live. So this is the shade Flashing Lights. This is what I had on my eyes for What's Up in Makeup today. Look at this. This is insane. Insane. Look at that. Like, are you kidding me? And that's the way it applies to the eye, and that's how it looks all day long. Like, it's sick. It's absolutely, I was like, oh my God. I wish there was something we could do with, I don't know what is going on with the trolls. I really don't. Okay, there's that one. I have a little bit of stain on my finger from the last one. This is called Side of Olives. I had this in my outer corner for the, for What's Up in Makeup today. Do you see this thing? Look at that. Unbelievable, right? Okay, and then we'll do this one, which is called Bay Breeze. I got these with on Black Friday, and I'm so happy with my purchase. So happy. Like, honestly, like, if I didn't have a review channel, I think I would be done. I don't think I would just need these. This one isn't quite as intense as the other ones, the Bay Breeze. It's a little bit more subtle, but it's beautiful layered on top of this one. I was feeling the green vibe when I ordered this, but I also ordered one of these. Oh, no, 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 come back. Come back. Where'd you go? There you are. Chair, do not roll over the shadow. Oh my gosh, I'd be so upset if I crushed this. Oh my gosh, my hair looks atrocious. I can't even with my hair. This is called Shortcake. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's more orange than I expected. I expected it to be a little more pink, but that's okay. I will still use this. Just beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, shout out to the moderators for doing an awesome job kicking out all the trolls. There's like, I've seen like at least six trolls in here in the past 5 minutes. Unbelievable. Thank you so much. Okay, yeah, it is sort of peachy. It's like a peachy orange. But it's still very orange. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting it to be more, because it's called Shortcake, I was expecting it to be more pink. But that's okay. I'll still use it. And the pigmentation's insane. So I wanted to show you that. I also got this here. Those are Colored Raine. This is Colored Raine as well. This is their Lovelyz palette. Do a quick swatch of this. I had to pick which one I was going to get. I swatched this over at Stephanie Nicole's house, and I was like, I need that in my life. I wore this all over my lid yesterday, and it was so pretty. Do two more. Love, Love, and Romance. That one, this one feels gritty, which Stephanie was explaining to me means that there's just a ton of pigment in there. Just really, really pretty. This one is gorgeous. I can imagine this being beautiful on like super deep skin. That would be insane. All these would be insane on that. But, oh, so pretty. So pretty. So anyway, there's that. I wanted to show you that. They also sent me, this is the Athena palette, but I feel like they already sent this to me. I feel like they already sent one of these to me. So if they did, then this will definitely be for giveaway. But I'm not going to open this because I think that they already sent this to me. But I have the boxes. Actually, I'll check and see real quick because I have the boxes right here. Hold on, they're right here. Let me see if they already sent it. I think they did. No, maybe not. I have Inferno, I have Royals, I have Oasis, I have Unicorn Glow, I have Aphrodite. I think that was what I was thinking of, was Aphrodite. I have Paradise, I have Rosé, which is the Nicole Guerrero, I have Retro Love, which is the Subculture, and I have Sugar, which is the Peach palette. So no, this must be the new one that's the dupe for the Huda, but I don't have the Huda. I don't have that one, Huda. I don't have that one. So I can open it up and show you. Athena sold out quickly and couldn't grab it. Let me open it up for you. These are bought off of a website called Hush, Shop Hush. I'll show you what it looks like. This one is straight up. You have to be really soft with that one. Straight up glitter. But that's what it is in the Huda palette, I think, too. It's just like a loose glitter almost. That's really not packed very well at all. I wish they'd put a little more dimethicone in that to pack it in there. Woo! I want to do these duochromes real quick. This is Gleam and Epic. Those are pretty. Oh, I got a little bit of another shade in there. Those are really pretty. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna have to play with this too. See, that the problem is I only have 2 eyes. I can't play with everything. I can't, I just can't. I mean, so like some of those, like the Athena palette, I'll probably just swatch it and not review it, just so people can see it. Just kind of get that off of there. Horses in Maryland, hello neighbor. Hi Felicia, I just got the Huda lip contour set from Sephora. Very cool, I've heard good things about that. Very cool. That's awesome. I also wanted to show you, where's my box of stuff? There it is. This was sent to me by my friend Cynthia. I was helping her, just talking to her about her channel and stuff. Her channel will be linked. It was linked in the old video. It will be linked down below once this video rendered. It's, hold on, Cynthia A, but there's something before it. Hold on, I have it right here. Where did it go? Paint Me Pretty Cynthia A. Paint Me Pretty Cynthia A. That she had an extra one of these for some reason. So she sent this to me, which I thought was really, really sweet of her. So again, Paint Me Pretty Cynthia A is her channel. And I've heard great things about these. I know Raw Beauty Christie loves Starburst. Swatch those real quick. There's so many video ideas in my head of things that I want to do, like just comparing highlighters, because it's like, how many shades of this do we really need in our lives? You know I've got to have dupes for these. So it would be nice to know which shades I already have that are dupes for these. I mean, some of these, maybe I don't have dupes because these are pretty unique. They're beautiful. That's the first time I've swatched them. They really are beautiful. I'm going to have fun with these. Thank you, Cynthia. I'm like sitting here thinking, I've got dupes of these. No, I don't. No, I don't. They're amazing. That's really cool. Gigi says Starburst is her favorite shade too. It's in multiple ABH palettes. Yes, it's a dupe for, okay, dupe for something. I missed it. Megan says, yes, there's so many similar highlights, but I want all the makeups. I'm with you. I'm with you. We need every highlighter. I know, but wouldn't it be nice to like I want to go through my collection if I have the time. I want to go through my collection and just do like serious, like lining up all my highlighters by shade and then doing like a comparison to see like which ones are really similar that you don't really need, because how many champagne highlighters are there? Like a million. Do you like the new Hourglass highlighter palette? I do. I do. And this was sent to me by my friend Nancy. Where is it? Hold on. Here it is. The only thing I don't like is, look at that. That's gross. That's really gross. I have to like. So compare and declutter. That would be a really great idea, Lisa. Wonderful. I would love to do it. Naomi says maybe depotting and rearranging. I am not depotting ever again. I depotted when I first started doing YouTube videos, and I broke a few shadows, and it's not worth depot. And plus, then you end up with these huge, massive palettes. Like, I'd rather have a bunch of little palettes than huge, massive palettes. That's just me personally. And also, it's for review purposes. If everything's depotted, then it's not functional for the audience. You know what I mean? But, like, decluttering would be great. That would be wonderful. Marina says, why are almost all highlighters gold or champagne toned? Because that's what looks pretty on a lot of people. Favorite brush brand right now is Moda. But I also, well, probably a tie between Moda and Luxie, but Moda's less expensive. And then I also like Real Techniques brushes. I also really like, there's a brand called Beauty Junkies you can get off Amazon. It's amazing. Those are kind of my favorites. I love Sigma brushes. Sigma brushes are super fab. All right, let me swatch these for you real quick. Am I going to try the Jackie Aina highlighter? I don't think so. It looks to be too gold for me. I don't like gold highlighters on my skin tone. So these are, what I really like about these is that they're respectfully shiny. Like, they are very poppin', but they're not opaque. There's still a sheerness to them. Do you see that? Like this, these are like, bam, like no joke. Oop, let's take the plastic off. Ever since Laura told me how much these little plastic things cost, I always feel bad throwing them away. When Laura Lee told me that, like, how much they cost altogether, I was like, oh, well. I felt bad throwing them away. I saved her PR box because she told me how much it cost. I was like, I felt bad throwing it away, so I kept it. All right, I thought I had it right here, but I don't. I put it away. Okay, so if you look at, like, the level of shine, here's the ABH, and then here's the, I don't know if you can see it, here's the Hourglass. So with the Hourglass, it's not as, like, the color isn't as opaque. With the hold on a minute. With the Hourglass, sorry, I didn't get much sleep. With the Hourglass, it's a little more blends into the skin, where with the more poppy highlighters, they're like almost like a stripe that you have to blend, and it's just poppier. As far as cost, I don't know that off the top of my head, but they're pricey. I do know that they're pricey. So it's really, you know, the original Hourglass palette is really nice for people that want a little highlight but don't want a From Space highlighter. This is a more From Space highlighter. I do have the original one over there. Let me get it. Hold on. I do have it. Hold on. It's not in there. It's in here. I moved it. Where are you? I hate when I can't find something quickly that I want. Okay, I can't find it quickly. Sorry, I can't find it quickly. No. Oh, is that it? Yeah, it is. Hold on. Okay, I found it. Sorry, I didn't mean to shake you like that. I apologize. Okay, so this is the original one. And these are more like, they're so soft. I love these. I ran out of arm space here. I don't know if you can see that. But see how they're just like a very light highlight? This is more like everyday wearable, work, school, not trying to get a whole bunch of attention kind of highlight palette, where these are more like bam, popping in your face kind of stuff. This being the most intense, this being less intense. Ira says both Hourglass palettes just released are beautiful, but the ambient light one is amazing, not glittery. Let me see. Okay, gotcha. Well, aren't these all ambient light? No, they're not. This is strobe light, and this is ambient, and this is strobe, which makes sense that this would be ambient and this would be strobe. So where are all these creepers coming from? Goodness. Ugh. What's wrong with people? Okay. I'm just like banning people all over the place. I know the moderators are too. Well, I only banned 2 people, and Michelle got them at the same time. Too neutral for me to use much anyway. Well, I mean, if you want something more poppy, you don't want to get the original Hourglass. You want to get something like, you know, poppier like the Anastasia one. Okay. Oh my gosh. People are just, ugh. Okay, so another thing I want to show you, what are we doing on time here? Because this doesn't have, oh, it does have a time clock, 30 minutes. Okay. Okay. Okay, so this is a drugstore product that I wanted to mention to you. I've been trying these out. I was going to do a liquid lipstick smackdown, drugstore liquid lipstick smackdown, and I probably will still do it eventually. The problem with drugstore liquid lipsticks, I'm like trying to get my whole face in the screen. The problem with drugstore liquid lipsticks and drugstore products in general is they're constantly coming out with new things. So like, let's say they release something and then, you know, 2 months later, it's gone and they've replaced it with something else. And as a reviewer, that's extremely frustrating. I've had that happen to me multiple times where I'm working on a review of something and then the product I was going to review is gone. Like Ulta brand is famous for that. Ulta brand, you can't get, like, they'll keep some things, but you never know what they're going to take off the shelves, and they take it off immediately. Like, you can't find it. I got an eyeshadow palette. I put it in my favorites and fails. It was an amazing foiled eyeshadow palette. By the time I got it in my favorites and fails, they had discontinued it. Same thing with the Ulta contour products. So I always get nervous to do, like, especially Ulta brand. Ulta brand just, ugh. But, like, this is Lottie London. I got this from Ulta. And this was part of that liquid lipstick video that I was working on. This is the Slay All Day liquid lipstick. This is in the shade #TBT. This stuff is so drying. It literally sucked the life out of my lips. Like, well, not literally, because you can't really literally suck life out of your lips, but it literally dehydrated my lips. It was awful. To the point where I felt like after I wore it, my lips were, like, they look awful. And I wore this yesterday, and I'm regretting it, and I think that it's probably usable if you pair it with, you know, might be able to pair it with a lip gloss or a lip balm or something like that, but, oh my gosh, straight up butthole lips. Ivy and She Diaries, absolutely, straight up. It was awful. Well, actually, you know what? That's not necessarily true. It didn't look as bad as it felt. It looks fine. Let me go ahead and swatch it for you. I've got swatches like crazy. It looks okay. It really wasn't butthole lips, now that I'm thinking about it. I was being impulsive in that answer. It was just the way that it felt. It was horrible. So yeah, I definitely don't recommend these unless you don't mind the drying liquid lipsticks. It is kiss proof. It goes on opaque. It's a really pretty shade, but it feels terrible. Absolutely terrible on the lips. Like, I don't even know, like, the only reason why I kept it on as long as I did was because I left. And I didn't have anything to replace it with. And I couldn't get it off because it is kiss proof. It was hard to get off. And Gigi says, Wet n Wild Catsuit Rock's my favorite. Yes, I've heard so many good things about that. And I did buy a couple of those around Halloween, and I never used them. I never used them. So those were the things. Oh, and then one more thing I wanted to show you that I haven't showed you on the channel. I've had these for a while. These are the Smashbox Be Legendary Triple Tone Lipsticks. And they look like this. Hold on, let me see if I can get it open. They kind of stick a little bit. And the idea is it's supposed to be an ombre lip. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one on. So I can show you. This is a different color than this one. But the problem is now I've got to do this. And the dark is going to end up in the middle, which is not what you're supposed to do. So you got to go like this. And flip it upside down. And it's just weird. It's got this weird little stripe. It's so odd. They feel really good, though. And as soon as you mush your lips together, it's gone. The ombre is gone. So I feel like these are super gimmicky. They feel really good. They're nice lipsticks. But don't get them for the ombre. Get them because you like the shade. Not because of the ombre-ness, because, I mean, it's a nice concept, but it just doesn't work. Kind of like those ombre eyeshadows. I think Benefit had the ombre eyeshadows where you could, like, paint them on in one stripe. They don't work. It's a nice thought that you can just do it all in one stripe, but it doesn't work. I mean, Smashbox overall has disappointed me for probably 80% of the things that I've gotten from Smashbox I haven't liked. But this, honestly, it is a very comfortable liquid lipstick. It feels very nice. It's just the whole ombre thing doesn't work. So I just wanted to mention that because I've had these for a while, and I've been meaning to mention it for a while, and I haven't. You can see it's a pretty color, and it feels great. It feels wonderful. Melissa says Benefits ombre lip thingies, like, they don't do the bottom. Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of awkward to do the bottom. Like, it's almost like they would need to, like, have it a way that it, like, flips somehow. I don't know how they would do it, though. I don't know. I don't know. So that was all the stuff that I wanted to show you, but we've still got about 25 minutes left, so we'll just leave it open to community chat. The problem here is that I can't, the way that the chat goes is it just scrolls up and then it disappears, and the comments are only on the screen for about 3 seconds, so if I can't read it really fast, it just completely disappears and I can't go back and look. Like, I don't think there's any, oh no, I can scroll. Yay, I can scroll. Oh, that makes me so happy. I touched it just to see if I could, and I can. Sarita says, I don't wear liquid lipstick anymore, only regular lipstick. My go-tos are NYX lipsticks. I always go back to them. Very cool. Oh, it faded. Oh, it came back when I touched it. Oh, I'm learning new things every day. Yeah, Jay Foster says just flip it upside down, but it's weird. I did flip it upside down, but it's weird. Let me get my coffee. Oh my gosh, I don't even know how I'm functional today. There we go. Glam Dewey says, what's your favorite liquid lipstick right now? My favorite formula, I have a couple. So my favorite formula is the Bare Minerals Gen Nudes. I love those. They're very whippy. They're very moist. They're not transfer proof. They feel extremely comfortable. They're really just a very comfortable version of a liquid version of a lipstick. Like, it's liquid lipstick. They're a comfortable version of a lipstick. That's why I really like them. They smell amazing. They smell really, really good. Other ones that are more transfer proof, I love the Ofra ones. The Ofra ones are fantastic. They're more transfer proof, not completely transfer proof, but more transfer proof. Lasting power is much better on the Ofra, but they're a little more drying. They're not quite as comfortable. Also, the Cryptic Cosmetics ones, I have the ones that were in my monthly favorites this month. Those are amazing. They remind me of the Ofra ones, but they're transfer proof. So they're about the same level of dryingness, but they're more transfer proof than the Ofra ones. But they're not hydrating. But they are, like I was saying in the video, they are pricey per gram. Or per ounce or milliliter or whatever they're measured in. They are pricey. You don't get a whole lot of product in them. But if you never go through a whole liquid lipstick anyway, it's not even going to matter. Let's see. Sharon says Huda liquid lipstick formula is good too. I have not tried it. And then Nikki says the same thing about the Huda. Stella says, what about doing a video on an entire half of the face of dupes and the originals? This is done. I've seen that done with a lot of people. I don't know. I mean, it's definitely an idea. I think it would knock out a lot of products in one video. It's definitely a good idea. But I feel like everybody does that video. Shannon says a good, do you recommend the It CC cream? I do like it. I don't like their shade range. I have trouble finding a match for my skin tone. I find that they lean, do they lean orange? I can't remember because I haven't used them. I have 2 different shades. Let me get my It CC cream. Hold on. Because I've got them right here. Hold on. They're right here. They're in my hands. I'm coming. I'm making a mess. Let me put my coffee back over here, back behind. Please don't fall off. I'm scared this whole setup is just going to fall. Okay, so these are the 2 It CC creams I have. I have light and I have medium. I start off with medium, which is too dark for me. Man, I'm just swatching all over the place. The medium's too dark. The texture and consistency is really good. It is not vegan. It does have snail secretions in it. If that bothers you, then you definitely do not want to get this. I've heard some terrible things about how snail secretions are collected. I have not done personal research, but my subscribers have told me things about that I need to research, you know, for myself, just to have my own knowledge. This is the light, this is the medium. You can see the medium isn't very medium, but it's too dark for me. The light is just a little bit light for me. So I mix the 2, and it's fine. I do find that it cakes a little bit around my nose during the day, so it's not my favorite CC cream, but I do really like it. It's good. I know this is very, very popular, very, very hyped up. A lot of people love it. Becky loves it. Mary Elizabeth likes my decorations. Thank you, Mary Elizabeth. I appreciate that. I try to keep it holiday neutral. So we don't have Christmas trees, and we don't have a menorah, and we don't have, try to keep it like winter themed. Cindy says, I just ordered the Superhero 5 from It Cosmetics. Superhero 5? Sounds like a movie. From QVC, I have with the huge brush. Oh, wow, I don't know anything about that. Shauna wants to know there is a difference in color with the illuminating one and the regular one with these. Good to know. Thank you so much for that. Probably Kathy says, I'm not quite sure what you're drinking there. Can't quite see the giant printing on your giant printing adorable mug. Oh, I know, right? My coffee mug. It's very silly. Let me put these away real quick. It always looks like a bomb went off after chat. Actually, I'm pretty sure this was given to me. This mug was given to me by our realtor when we bought our first house. I think that's where we got these from. That she gave us a gift when we bought our house. Oh, hello, Cauliflower. How are you? Check out her YouTube channel. She says she loves the superhero mascara from It Cosmetics. The first time I saw this and saw that, I know that I've told the story before, but Kristen Game, when I met her, who's amazing. If you've never seen Kristen Game, she's amazing. When I first met her, she was wearing it. I thought she was wearing false lashes, but it was superhero mascara. When I tried it, it didn't do much for me. So I know that it works really well for some people. I've seen it, but it doesn't work great for me, unfortunately. Oh, good to see you. Sarah says, it's CC cream with lift when I use setting powder and a powder puff to set it. Such a bad makeup day. Yeah, it's not my favorite. I really do like, let me get a couple of my favorite CC creams. Hold on. Problem is I have where I usually set my coffee is either behind me or on a desk next to me, but I'm using the desk to put you on, and now I have this here. Actually, I can set it down here. Out of frame. Gigi says, you're one of the few I think falsies look good on. Girlfriend, I use the smallest falsies compared to other people. I use the smallest fake lashes. I can't do like the big, huge, it looks ridiculous on me. It looks ridiculous. Okay, let me grab some stuff. Okay, here's three. Here's three CC creams. So we've got the Purely's BB. It's BB cream, but it's a nice coverage. And then this is the clay one that I found out is not owned by Shiseido. I'm very embarrassed. I don't know where I read that when I first got that this is owned by Shiseido, but it's not. This is a K-Beauty brand. But K-Beauty brands can still be owned by Japanese brands, and that's what I thought. But it looks like this is not owned by Shiseido. But this is amazing. I'm actually like getting low on this because it's amazing. And then this one, this is the Sweet Cotton Pore Cover BB Cream by Holika Holika, which they were supposed to send me some stuff. I was supposed to do a sponsor video with them, and they never sent me anything, and I'm so sad because I wanted to do more with this brand. I've really enjoyed this K-Beauty brand as well. So these are kind of my three favorites right now, and I know none of these are like you can go to the drugstore and just go pick it up today. But I have to tell you which ones are my favorite. These are my favorites. This one I got off Amazon. This one's given to me by Purely's, and this one I got with Ipsy Points. But they're really good. Sarah says, where do you shop your K-Beauty? I get a lot of my stuff off of Amazon, but I've been getting more stuff off SoCo Glam. I met them at Generation Beauty. I go to so many Generation Beauty events, so you'll always hear me talking about it. But I met them, and they were very, very nice, and I've gotten a couple of things from SoCo Glam now. Let's see. Vanessa says, Jen, have you tried the new Maybelline Superstar Foundation? No, I have not. Amber says, have you tried the Arborian BB or CC Cream? No, I haven't. I've heard of it, but I've never tried it. Dawn says, I've been using the Coty and my face is so dry, I need something more hydrating. As far as the Coty, the powder, I'm not a big fan of the Coty powder, to be honest. It's fine, but I like other ones better. I really like my favorite face powders. I really like the Wowder. I really like the Laura Mercier. I love the Bare Minerals. I love the Too Faced, the new peach one. Those are my favorites right now. Dandon says, have you tried the Huda palettes, the small ones that came out in Sephora? Yes, I got one of them. Oh, I just saw Angela is here. Hello, Angelica. Angelica. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it one day, Angelica. I swear I butcher your name every time, and I feel so bad. Oh, my gosh. Okay. But thank you for being here. You need to check out her channel too. Angelica, Nyqvist is her last name. Check out her YouTube channel. Everybody raves about her. Like when I ask for recommendations for channels, people recommend her all the time. So definitely check out her YouTube channel. Very, very honest YouTuber. What was I doing? What was I getting? Oh, Huda. Get Huda. Huda. Where is it? Here it is. Nope, that's Viseart. Hold on. Where's the Lotta? Lotta, where are you? There you are. Okay. So give you a size comparison. So here's the new hood. I really do like it. It's very nice. Is it something that I'm like, oh my gosh, mind-blowing, like I was with the colored Raine? No. But it's good. It's definitely good. So this one, beautiful. And then this one, I got at the same time with the Sephora sale. You can see the size of it, size difference. See, it looks like the hood pans are, it looks like the hood is a lot smaller, but there's just less space between the pans. So they really are about the same, I believe. This one has, does it say how many grams total? Let me see. I'd have to look it up, but they look like they're almost the same. It's just Viseart puts a lot of space between their palettes. Don't they look almost the same? Let's put it next to each other. Yeah, they're like the same size. Oh, I totally just dug my nail in there. That's not cool. But yeah, they're definitely, I mean, if you look at them next to, let's pull up an ABH. I totally just dug my nail into that. I'm so mad about that. Where's the Prism palette? There it is. So let me put them next to the Prism in case you have an Anastasia palette. So they look to be a little bit bigger than the Anastasia pans. Just a little bit. And then let's put it next to Lorac. Because Lorac pans are tiny. Look at the difference between a Lorac pan. They're so tiny. I guess they're not that much different, but they're still different. Lorac pans are the smallest, in my opinion, from what I've seen. Lorac pans are tiny, but I love the quality of Lorac shadows. They're super fab. Let's see, Tiffany says, I bought the Huda Mini yesterday and I really like it, the darkest one with metallics. Cool. Erica says, so excited to have made this live, my very first live, and it's my birthday. Happy birthday, Erica. And let's see, we've got about 14 minutes left. Lisa says, matte mini, buy or no buy? I don't know. It's kind of hard to just like be like, buy or no buy, you know? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, supposedly it's the same as the regular Kat. She's talking about the Kat Von D Metal Matte. The original Kat Von D Metal Matte was amazing. So if you don't own the original, I've heard that the shades are either exactly the same or they may have added a couple of new ones, but a lot of them are exactly the same. So if you missed out on the Metal Matte, then you might want to consider getting it if you like the really poppy shadows. If it's the same formula, I haven't seen the ingredients yet. But the Metal Matte palette was amazing. Favorite Urban Decay palette, Stephanie, is definitely the Alice in Wonderland palette, the Alice Through the Looking Glass palette. It's my fave. I love that palette. Oh my gosh. That was one of my favorite videos I've ever done on the channel too. The Alice Through the Looking Glass palette video. I was so proud of that video. These are going so fast. Cindy says, I just bought my first ColourPop palette. Yes, please. I hope it's good. I've had some mixed experiences with ColourPop eyeshadows. Some of them I really like and some of them I don't. Alex says, I really want to buy it. I don't know what she's talking about. She says, it. I don't know what it is. No. Kat Von D shadows overall are amazing. Favorite white eyeliner for the waterline. I don't wear a lot of white in the waterline. I wear more nude in the waterline. And I happen to have I just decluttered these. So I've actually got it very organized right now so I can show you. The one from Jouer is nice. I like the one from Jouer. If you don't know, a lot of people will use a cream color in the waterline to kind of brighten the eyes. Angelica says, H&M Beauty has great white liner for the waterline. Thank you so much for that, Angelica. So she knows. She's got this. The NYX Wonder Pencil, I would say, is my go-to for the cream in the waterline. It's super fab. I love the NYX Wonder Pencil. I've sharpened this thing down where I don't usually sharpen pencils. Like, I don't use them that much. But this is one I've sharpened down. It does have a strong wood scent, though. I can smell the wood. Michelle says the Rimmel Nude. I like the Rimmel Nude, but I find that it doesn't stay in my waterline that long. It doesn't stay as long for me as the NYX does. That's just my personal experience. Serafina says, love the H&M Shadow Sticks. That's awesome. Melissa says, seconding the Rimmel Nude. April says, I love the NYX Wonder Pencil. I do too. Sarah likes the NYX Wonder Pencil. Kidda says, I have extremely watery eyes and I still have never found an eyeliner that stays. Oh no, I'm sorry. Corinna says, I prefer the NYX. Abby said, the Jaclyn Hill palette really is that good. Highly recommend. Totally agree. I had somebody leave a comment the other day saying that it was one of the worst palettes they've ever tried. And it's like, I don't know about that. I don't know if you just don't. It's like, do you ever feel like that sometimes where you're like, you like have an opinion about something? And like, I know people feel like this about me because they leave comments where they're like, no, you're really wrong on that. No, this is really good product, but for me, it's really terrible. But like sometimes when people leave comments on my videos about things that I like strongly disagree with, and it's like, if you've really tried it, really, and I know people think the same thing about me, so it's just, you know, back and forth, but sometimes it's like, oh, it's really good. But it's all opinion based, and that's what makes the world go round, is that we all have different opinions, right? Abby said, what palettes have they been trying? I know. I don't know. I mean, it genuinely is a good palette. It really is, especially for the price point. I mean, it's amazing for the price point. But any other questions about anything? Anything else you guys want to know or want to talk about? Shauna says, I want to try the Marc Jacobs eyeliner. Yeah, I haven't had great luck with the Marc Jacobs eyeliners. They're okay. They're all right. Dawn says, I bought the Vamp stamp last night, excited to try it. It really is a game changer. If you like bigger wings, it's a game changer. It's super fab. Did you get the ink with it? I hope you got the ink with it because it's amazing. Sarah says, has your NYX Epic ink liner gone weird on you yet? The only thing about my NYX Epic ink that is not good, again, I have it like right here. It's right here. The only thing about my NYX Epic ink that is not good is, I don't know if, see the hairs? Like, it's like, because when you put it in, you just have to be really careful. Like, I just need to cut them. You see the little hairs? I just need to cut them. Because it's a brush tip. But no, it hasn't gone weird at all other than that. CJ says, have you tried Kale Polish? I am wearing Kale Polish. I put this on 5 days ago. And it's finally getting to the point where it needs to be taken off. Like, this is really chippy for me. I don't like to keep my nail polish on much past this. Like, this is when it's time for me to take it off. This is the new Lumiere. They were kind enough to send me the lips and tip set. So, unfortunately, I don't know if I'm going to be able to try all of them before the review because they're lasting so long. Where the first line, I bought her first line, and they did not last very long on me for whatever reason. So I got to try all of them before I reviewed, but these are taking so long to chip, I may only be able to try like 2 or 3 of them. And then the other ones just kind of swatch. What I might do is kind of do, you know, have just really weird nails for a while where I have all the nail polishes all over my nails just so I can try them. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do because I did promise them I would do a review for it. Not sponsored, but I knew there was going to be a high interest for it. So I told them I would do it, you know, not sponsored, and they could send it to me and I would review it. But yeah, so far really liking them. The shine on them is beautiful. Even without the top coat, it's beautiful. Steph says, hashtag not sponsored. Steph is the one that put that into my channel, was hashtag not sponsored. Oh, Chrisanna Ann is here. Elvis had some great pen liners, but they dry out fast. Yes, totally agree. Chrisanna Ann Cosmetics. Chrisanna is here. She sent me her new brow pomade, and I honestly have forgotten to use it. She sent it to me last week, and I haven't used it yet, and I feel really bad now. But I will use it, I promise, and I will update you on how it is because her products are very, very affordable compared to other products. Oh, Stephanie says, I don't like the Jaclyn Hill palette too. 2 of the shadows in the palette have just crumbled and gone all over the other shadows. And I can see that you can't dig into them real, you know, you got to be relatively gentle with it. Because they are pretty soft. Julie wants to know if BoxyCharm is worth it. Looks so tempting. It depends. I mean, what I would suggest you do, because everyone has different products that they would enjoy, what I suggest you do is go to the BoxyCharm website. You can click on where it says past boxes and look and see what they've sent in the past and see if you think that it will be worth it to you, because everyone has different preferences. It's really hard to say that, you know, whether it's going to be worth it for you when I've never met you personally and I don't know what your collection looks like. I don't know what your preferences are. I don't, you know, so it's hard, but I would definitely recommend checking out either unboxing videos. I do them here on my channel, or going to their website and just browsing a bit. But personally, for me, I think that it's definitely worth the $21, even though they do send it to me for review. I would pay for it if they weren't sending it to me. I would definitely pay for it. That's what question I get asked all the time when something is sent to me. They say, well, would you buy it? Would you have bought it with your money? And I think that's a great question to always answer. And I'm going to try to incorporate that into all my videos that products were sent to me. Tulip Stewart says, I love Marc Jacobs eyeliner. That is awesome. Stella says, BoxyCharm is good if you like makeup. Glossybox is good if you like makeup and skincare. I didn't have a good experience with Glossybox. I had it for a year, and I was not impressed with it. But it was a couple years ago, so maybe it's gotten better. Does anyone else... I don't know what you're trying to say, Dawn. She says, does anyone else make Nord during these videos? Noted. Make notes during these videos. Oh, that's such an honor. I'm so glad. Well, you know, the community is amazing with coming up with great things. If you want to join our community and have long-standing conversations, we do have a Facebook group. It's facebook.com/group/whatsup-in-makeup. One day I will get it right the first time. And it's a great place to talk about makeup, and it's a great community. It's wonderful people. We do run a tight ship with the rules, though, which some people don't like and some people appreciate. I personally think that it's good that, you know, we have very strict rules over there to keep the community a nice, comfortable place. But Jennifer wants to know, which boxes do I still receive? The only one I get for PR is BoxyCharm. That's the only one that gets sent to me. Oh wait, that's not true. And FabFitFun is sponsored is a sponsored unboxing every season. That's the only one that's sponsored. And then I purchase Ipsy and I purchase purchase Birchbox. Those are the two that I buy. But other than that, I'm not getting any more. Let's see. CJ says, what would you recommend to spend the VIB Rouge bonus on? Well, I can tell you what I'm going to spend mine on. I'm waiting for the Too Faced Metals palette to come on Sephora, and that's what I'm buying with mine. There's so much good stuff. I mean, what I would recommend is, I have monthly favorites videos. I have products that are worth the hype video. I have like highly rated products at Sephora and whether they're worth it or not. That I have a video on that. I would recommend watching that one. There's just so many good products out there. And the thing is again, I don't know your personal collection. I don't know your personal preferences. So it's hard for me to recommend something specifically for you. You know what I mean? Yeah, the Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette. Yes, did I say it wrong? I might have said it wrong because there's two people that are correcting me. The Chocolate Gold palette. I might have said it wrong. Too Faced Metals, is that what I called it, Angela? I might have called it that. But that's what I'm going to buy with it. The name of the Facebook group is, it's called What's Up in Makeup. If you search for What's Up in Makeup, you should find it. Or you can do facebook.com/group/whatsupinmakeup. Someone had said if I was going to do a review of the Kathleen Lights Dream Palette. No, I don't plan to. The thing is there's only so many hours in the day and there's only one face. So I can't review everything that I want to review. It's just not possible. So, and editing takes forever. So, you know. I almost decided not to get the Too Faced Gold palette because, I mean, it's stupid. I know it's stupid, but they had John Cookian on their story, on their Instagram story. And I was like, really? Really? I don't know if you guys know John Cookian, the drama channel, but he's a cruddy dude, man. He's a cruddy dude. So yeah, that really bothered me. Oh, no, you can't hear me? Let me get a little closer. So it really bothered me that he was supposedly invited to spend time with Too Faced, and that bothered me. Like, it's very rare that someone bothers me to that level. The only other person that bothers me to that level is Jeffree Star. And Jeffree, I feel like, you know, I don't know, they're both just, I feel like John's even worse than Jeffree in some ways. Like, some of the stuff that he's done to people is just sick. So that really bothered me. So I almost just decided I'm just not gonna, I'm just gonna skip on that release. Not ban Too Faced from my channel, but skip on that release. But then I kind of had a reality check and I was like, you know what? Like, it just because he showed up at a party doesn't mean he's collabing with them or anything. You know what I mean? Like, so I let it go and I'm still gonna do it. But that really bothered me. Yeah, so anyway, Yeah, if you don't know who John Cookian is, don't Google him. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your life. It's not worth it. Silly, not worth it. But anyway, I'm going off on a drama tangent, and I probably shouldn't do that, but just, oh gosh. Just, he hurts my heart. He hurts my heart. Jared's sister is a big fan of John Cookian. Actually, we'll do one more little drama, gossipy kind of thing before I get off of here. But when I did my video on the Laura Lee palette, Jared's sister came to my video and she commented that I was wrong on the number of grams that were in Laura's palette because John had said that they were a certain thing and I was saying something different, and that I should go over to John's video to get the correct information, which John was wrong. John had gotten the information from Jeffrey, who was also wrong about the number of grams in the palette, and I contacted Laura and I said, you know, Jeffrey's got it wrong in his video. You know, it's getting spread that there's less product in your palette than there is in one Too Faced shadow. Like, that's not true. It's not right. They're 2 gram pans. And, you know, but Jared's sister came to my channel and said, basically, you're wrong. Go check out John's video. And I was like, what? Like, John doesn't even have the palette. How does he know? Why are you trusting somebody that doesn't even have the palette in their hand over somebody that's showing you the palette and the packaging? Like, what? How does it even make any sense? Like, I don't know her other than that one comment, but that bothered me. Like, I was like, oh my gosh. So maybe, you know, that's how he ended up getting to know people at Too Faced and all. But yeah, I was very surprised at that. I was like, no, John's wrong. I have the palette in my hand. I'm right. Trust me. So, but anyway, that was my last thing. Jody wanted to know if the Bad Habit palette is good. I have not tried it on my eyes. I just swatched it. I'm going to do a full review of the Bad Habit brand. I'm going to do a bunch of swatch comparisons of things that I own and give you my general overall review. But now that I've swatched the new one, the Aura palette, I want to wear it on my eyes today. I'm probably going to do one eye with the ABH and one eye with the Aura palette today. Just as kind of so I can give you at least some kind of information. I might have to wait to film it until like Tuesday so I can wear it a couple of times, because I don't like to do a review until I've at least tried it a couple of times, you know? Yeah. Georgette said, you're awesome that you don't let the Too Faced lady get to. I really, I mean, there's so many, you know, it's one of those things, like, I know, like, it's okay to be wrong. It's okay to be wrong. You know, like, everybody makes mistakes, and she just made a mistake, and it's okay. It's all good. And she's not a representation of Jared. She's her own person. Like, Jared is his person. His sister's another person. If my brother, like, I love my brother, but my brother and I are very, very different, and we do not have the same. We have some things that are in common, but there are other things that we are very, very different on, you know? So just because you're siblings doesn't mean you have the same opinions of things. But Mimi wants to know if I got my Too Faced mystery box yet. No, it's supposed to come on Wednesday. All right, I got to pop off here. We're going to go get a Christmas tree. We are going to the Christmas tree farm, and not Christmas tree farm. We're going to the tree farm. We're chopping out a Christmas tree. We're going to get some apple cider donuts, freshly made apple cider donuts, and some apple cider, and I'm so excited. So we're going to go do that today. That's the plan with the fam, and I'm going to pop off. But thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for your patience earlier, and I do apologize that this chat was like kind of all over the place, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you got some good information and had fun hanging out. I know I had fun hanging out with you. Next week, hopefully, we'll be a little more organized and have a stronger theme. I just couldn't do it today. I'm running on empty. Like, we're seriously running on empty. So this is what I had for you this week. Hopefully next week will be better for chat. So thank you again so much for being here. I appreciate you. Mad love. Have a great week, and I will see you in a video soon. Bye. Have a great day, everybody.